Hello and welcome back for another Elder Scrolls Cookbook cooking video. Today, by request, I'm going to be making the nut and seed loaf. Now you will need 2 cups of mixed nuts, and these can be any nuts that you like. I am using 1 cup of pistachios and 1 cup of cashews. But it could be almonds, walnuts, pine nuts, hazelnuts, Brazil nuts, there's all kinds of nuts out there. Use your favorite kind. The recipe also calls for 3 cups of mixed grains, which can include everything from poppy seeds, chia seeds, sesame, sunflower, millet, flax, pumpkin, and again, the list goes on for that as well. Just use the kinds that you like for this and it will work. So what I'm using today, I have 1 cup of pumpkin seeds. They're also called pepitas. And these are have been roasted and removed from their outer shell. I also have a cup of sunflower seeds. I have a half of a cup of roasted golden flax seeds. And I have a half of a cup of sesame seeds. And that's going to be our seed mixture for this. You're also going to need 2 cups of rolled oats, which are the old-fashioned long cooking oats. You don't want the quick cooking ones for this recipe. You're also going to need 4 whole eggs, 1½ teaspoons of sea salt, and 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. And to get started, all we have to do is start mixing all these ingredients into our bowl. So I'm going to go ahead and mix my nuts in with the seeds and stir those around, as well as the oats and the salt. And I want to get these stirred around really well and mixed up before I add any of the wet ingredients in. While I'm doing this, let me remind you guys of the Gamers and Geeks playlist that JPGadeath and I have going on our channels. If you would like to be a part of that, all you have to do is go out and make a cooking video, post it to your channel, and let JPEG or I know either in the comments section of our latest cooking videos, or if you are a part of his Discord server, you can let us know over there as well. Alright guys, so at this point we are going to go ahead and add in the vinegar. And I'm going to just break up the yolks of the eggs a little bit and give them just a slight stir. I don't need to beat them or anything. There we go. And now we're just going to make sure that the eggs and the vinegar get stirred around and everything is moistened. Alright guys, I almost completely forgot one more ingredient for this, and that is a half of a cup of either dried raisins or dried currants. I'm not a big fan of raisins, and I couldn't find any dried currants. So what I'm going to add in is a half of a cup of dried cherries into this. So I'm going to quickly stir these in. I'm glad I caught that before we got this into the oven. Alright guys, I have already started transferring this into an 8.5 inch by 4.5 inch loaf pan, and all I'm doing is putting it in and making sure I compress it down as I go along to help get this entire mixture into this container. Although at this point it does not look like it is all going to fit. So this could be interesting. Alright guys, at this point I have gotten everything in. Surprisingly, I didn't think it was all going to fit, but it did. And I have compressed it down just with my my rubber spatula, or you could use a wooden spoon to help compact this in. And at this point, I am going to transfer it to a 375 degree oven where I'm going to let it bake for about 45 minutes or just until the top starts to turn golden brown. And I will see you guys then. Alright guys, our nut and seed loaf is done. I've allowed it to cool on the counter, I don't know, a good couple hours until it was cool. And it just lifted right out with the parchment paper. So let's go ahead and slice off a little piece and see what it tastes like. Now this is very dense and very heavy, so you kind of want to go for a smaller slice of it, although I have a feeling this is probably going to crumble on me. Yeah, it crumbled quite a bit, but it did still hold together. It looks beautiful with all the different seeds that are in it. We can see here. Yeah. It does smell really good. Alright, there we go. Now I've got a nice slice off of it. You don't want to slice this too thick because this is extremely dense. But yeah, let's go in here and get a little bite of it and see what it tastes like. Alright guys, I will say this is actually very delicious. I get the different nuts that I added, and I get the different seeds that are in there as well. And then the little sweet pop from the dried cherries is a really nice touch. It kind of reminds me of a great big giant granola bar. Will I make this again? More than likely not. But it was fun to make it this time for you guys. If you guys like this video, leave me a comment down below. If you try this recipe out, let me know how it turns out for you. Remember to check out the Gamers and Geeks playlist, as well as my other Elder Scrolls Cookbook videos. And I will leave links down in the description to them. But for now, thank you for joining me. I've been Vault Girl. I hope you guys have enjoyed, and I hope I see you in the next one.